There are so many things that relate with footballers and women. Now, we've had in the past how some footballers went on bankruptcy. This is as a result of the kind of woman they married. Now, after divorce, find out that properties and money were shared equally. That has been the law in some of these, developed countries. Now, we are looking at a situation where some players, after getting married and maybe in between, they get divorced, and this thing become a problem. Some of them go depressed, some of them go bankruptcy, some of them are not even looking the way they should, or enjoy what they've labored for. There are so many instances I can give, like the types of Emmanuel Boué of Ivory Coast and former Arsenal player who went on bankruptcy simply because he got married to a white lady, and at the end of the day, they got divorced, and his property were somewhat divided into two equal parts, and this thing rendered him useless. Now, there are players like Thierry Henry. Things like this happened to him. Of recent, we had the issue of Dani Alves, who was actually accused of rape. And this rape issue became a problem to him. In fact, his wife had to divorce him. He lost his image right. He's lost his deal with Puma. He lost so many things. If not for the likes of Messi and some other friends that have been coming through for him, in fact, that man would have been, gone by now due to depression. Now, we saw a recent news concerning HAKIMI of PSG. The PSG defender who once, I think a few years ago, I think last year or 2 years ago, had an issue with his supposed girlfriend and his supposed wife. So after the divorce, the woman, wanted to do something similar to what had been happening before. But this guy was smart, all right? I think he willed everything in his mother's name. Now, he was asked concerning this issue of recent, where he said, as a footballer, I know I'm exposed to this kind of thing. For example, guests approach us, things like blackmail. No, they are used to this anyway. Now, in the world of football, a lot of people want to take advantage of us. I know that what I was accused of is a lie. If you are not surrounded by the right people, it can lead to this kind of thing. After what happened, I changed a lot of things and people. Now, my circle of friends is so small that I don't like anyone in anymore. My children are still young. They don't know the internet and they can't read. But one day, they are going to read this kind of thing. And for me, seeing that these lies have been written about their father is not pleasant. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. In fact, I think this guy learned from what happened to other ex-footballers, and he keyed into it by willing everything in his mother's name, even to his last penny. Before this guy would take money, I think he need to take permission from his mom because he willed everything in his mother's name. I think he's being smart here because some of these girls you see, flocking around these players, they don't have any good intention. They go there to what they will benefit. And this law favors the women more than the men. And as a footballer, girls try to come around because they feel that the money is there and these guys, they have money. In fact, when you talk about footballer, they are the people that drive the most expensive cars you can think of in the world. They have this luxurious lifestyle and they have the money to spend around. So girls, girls and money are 5 and 6. They go hand in hand. So I think that is what have been attracting girls to these guys. So looking at the money they want to go in, and they go there just to cash out. And any little thing they want to get married or maybe accuse players of being raped. But we have seen the cases of the one that happened recently of Dani Alves. We saw the case of Neymar. We also saw the case of this former Real Madrid player, Karim Benzema, right? So we saw a lot of players that actually were wrongly accused of this, rape. But fortunately or not, unfortunately, these people, even when they have been vindicated or, these people or this accuser don't go in for it. In fact, it has been that all these things, all these sufferings, the men pass through it. Why the accusers don't even go as getting the same punishment like the guys actually went in, and they go freely doing all their things and moving around like nothing happened. I think this is something that the world need to speak about, and I think FIFA need to look inward and look at how to protect these players, because from all indications we see that if these players are being investigated, you see that they come clean. Now let's look at the one that happened with Mendy, the former Man City player, who was accused wrongly. In fact, he was jailed. His contract was terminated with Man City, and at the end of the day, he was discovered that this guy actually had a consensual, sex with the said lady. It wasn't as if this guy raped this lady, but it was something that was agreed upon these two parties, and they had it. But the guy came out to lie to the public that he was raped by Mendy. But somehow, a clip came out that actually proved that this guy was innocent of that accusation. So what happens after these players have been vindicated is what I'm even, talking about. So what happens? Is it that at the end of the day, these ladies go out free and work in their life, do everything they want to do? Then why these guys are being punished for nothing they know nothing about? So I think FIFA need to look at it critically and look at these issues that have to do with accusations, more especially the footballers. Now, I'm suggesting if players are being accused, let FIFA get a inner investigators that will do this proper checking. Why the player continue playing? Let the player continue playing while they carry out their investigation. If this player is found guilty, then everything should be stripped of the players. So I think that is the best way to go about it. Rather than letting these players stop football and then be accused, and at the end of the day, they are being acquitted free and let go because they discovered that these guys did not actually commit the offense they've been accused of. But these girls that actually laid this accusation working freely is not good at all.